Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to The Brony Show. We are on episode 657, and I am your host here to bring you the Brony community for this week. I am Circuit Main, but I'm not here by myself. I'm joined by a wonderful group of panelists, cohorts, and commentators to also talk about the Brony community for this week and our topics. We are joined by DM21.
Let the chaos begin.
We are joined by Tech.
Hey.
We are also joined by Tokoi.
We're here to cause issues.
And we also have the hunter extraordinaire, the anime aficionado, and all-around good friend, Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
We're still last giant snake girl with burger.
I finally found that game too. I'm surprised it's free on Steam. But
yeah, apparently it's just a game he developed between his other two games that he was doing.
Well, you can't argue with the price, especially if it's apparently pretty good. But we're here to bring you the Brony community for this week. Boy, it has been an interesting week. Before we do that, our official What's Up show for the show today, we're going to be bringing the tradition of door spam once again. Every year we come up with a bunch of funny images, meme images, just little fun things that have trickled out through the Brony community. We put them together in 4 pages for everybody to print out if they want, to cut out and put on your hotel doors, maybe just put on in random places when you're at a convention, all for the sake of just giving people a little laugh and a smile while you're on the convention floor, or you're having yourself a good time in whatever convention you're at, whether anime, brony, furry, yes. And if you know what I'm talking about with yes convention, you know what I'm talking about with yes.
I love my business conventions.
Yeah. Hello, all the conventions. Also, we are joined by Deathlight. Hey, Deathlight. I'm glad your internet started to cooperate for a little bit here.
Well, we traced it clear down to the router, and we just rebooted the whole router, and it's working now. So.
Oh well.
Yay! Screw routers, they are the devil.
No,
But we love them.
I mean, if they work, they're great. If they don't, they suck. So it's kind of the same with any technology, really.
Yep.
But before we get into all of that, of course, we do got to warm up our vocal cords, talk a little bit about what's going on with ourselves, and what better way to do that with a heaping double dose and a cup of tea of Wubs. So I'd like to ask all of you, as I ask every week, what's up, Bronies?
Well, once more I've entered the thing of sometimes when you're a cosplayer, you gotta wonder, okay, where am I going with this? And am I going down a rabbit hole that makes me go, oh no. Because trying to figure out how to do a lower half sends you some very interesting places.
I'll take your word for it. I'm not sure we heard all of that correctly, and I'm not sure I want clarification either.
I'm guessing you mean like leggings and stuff like that? Is all the
No, we tried to cover up the crotch so I don't look like...
That's why I didn't want clarification!
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll keep my fingers crossed for you that you'll figure out your cosplay situation in the best way that you know how.
Yeah, I just gotta upsize, and now I gotta figure, alright, where do the hinges go, and how do I make sure it stays shut without having it be a lock?
Right. Alright, anyway, little bit of fun going on with me, just to radically change the subject anyway, possible. So yeah, I've had a fun little week because unfortunately the next of the sudden oh yeah, you need to have this done for your teeth happened. So
Oh no.
yeah, in this case I had to replace a crown, though I'm pretty sure it was because this dentist was gunning for the metal fillings I've had in my teeth for over a decade, and they just do not like them. So this is probably their way of finally getting rid of them somehow, or I don't know. But
I don't know why. Like, they're fine.
I mean, everything was working fine for me. I didn't have an issue, but they're just like, nope, you got to get a crown. And it's going to cost, and insurance won't cover it either. So, yeah, it's going to cost you about $1,200. It's like,
Otherwise, we want money. You let us do this.
I don't know.
Like, I've had those plastic crowns before, and they can get flaked and just chip off and everything. And I've had a couple of metal crowns, and I've never had an issue with like the silver that they've used.
Oh no, these were silver fillings, and this is like not even a plastic crown. This was like it's a not porcelain, but it's an enamel. It's a very specialized.
Yeah, but
enamel,
like they can get, if they mess up like the mixture, they just flake and can just pop off your tooth. It's annoying.
I'm gonna hope that they didn't, and they actually went for the expensive kind, which is also the reason why it's $1,200. But
I hope it's expensive because that's a ripoff. If not,
I mean, in a way. But in any case, right now I'm dealing with a false crown until tomorrow's, which is fun because I literally cannot use that side of my mouth, and it's the dominant side that I normally use to eat. So it's just like I keep having to remind myself every time I eat. It is a nightmare.
Yeah, that happened to my mother like over a decade ago.
Welcome to my life for like the last couple of months.
And to put the cherry on, the oh my god cake. So some of you might remember back in May, I think I mentioned it, but I finally fell sway to the Pokemon store due to a life-sized plushie Flareon that they were doing pre-orders for.
Oh no!
Did that finally hit you?
Literally, yes. Today, in fact, I received an email just like, we tried to charge you, but we couldn't because they used the card that literally expired last year. So I had an update on that. But yeah, after getting the crown replacement and everything, and I'm still trying to deal with the cost of that, and which I have methods to try to get some money back off of that, and I'm trying to. It's a fun thing. Insurance is fun, but and I'm suddenly like, oh yeah, it's time to charge you for the Flareon. Why now? You should have done this a month ago when you said you were going to do it a month ago. So
priorities, I guess.
Priorities and timing. I should have figured.
That's just how it goes.
Yeah. But yeah, so I shall at some point here in the near future, hopefully not when I'm out of state, because I will hate life so much. I should be a somewhat proud and concerned owner of a giant life-size Flareon plushie.
Hopefully your cat won't tear it up.
Oh no, I mean, if my cat hasn't torn up any of the other plushies, he'll leave this one well enough alone too.
No, the cat will make that a sleeping spot.
Yeah, pretty much. If anything, it'll make it a sleeping spot. It's not going to actually destroy any of the plushies. He doesn't have any interest in things like in soft things unless he can lay on them. And that includes me too.
I was just on autopilot for that because that's what I normally say that I look for a dog.
Yeah.
The dog would have ripped it up.
Oh no, no, I'm not. I can't say there's no question, but there would definitely be a concern about that.
Yes.
Yeah. But anyway, along with that, I finally got the next big piece that I needed for my entertainment center that I'm working on in my basement. I got a cord. Well, to be specific, 2 cords that allow me to connect a normal hard disk drive to a computer through USB. Which is, it was a $35 cord that I just sat on forever to try to get and finally did. So now I can finally start transferring files.
Congratulations, you stopped procrastinating.
Not exactly procrastinating. I was waiting for a good financial opportunity, and then
okay.
Then my teeth thing happened.
That actually reminds me for if I'm ever gonna swap over my old computer to a new case. There's something I really want to get.
What's that?
It is a hot swappable. It pretty much takes the place of one of your CD drives, but you can put like the SATA drives that you have for your the giant disk ones or your SSDs, and just throw them into your computer, and then you can grab the files off of.
The fact that there's
you
still
have my
CD
curiosity.
drives
Now
is-
you have my attention.
Here, I'll give you the link.
Thank you. Let me know if you
Yeah.
can also do hot swaps of CDs and DVDs. That would be so cool. Oh
Oh
man,
no, that's a different thing. But
no.
hey, that's a good step forward, honestly, because I'm like, I want that, but then I also want the CD one.
Oh yeah.
Because I found one that does DVD, CD, Blu-ray, and you can burn them all if you
Oh
want.
that would be so great.
Yeah, but it's like $230 including tax.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, my wallet.
I can't afford that. Don't give me more.
That'd be great.
Okay, we're moving on here. We're moving on before I lose what's left of my finances, which I don't have anymore.
I had a busy weekend, and
Go ahead,
guess
yeah.
who ended up falling on his ass on concrete?
I
Oh,
hope you're
no.
all right and nothing is broken.
Well, assuming it was you.
It on one side of my butt, it's still sore from yesterday, and luckily my butt took the brunt of it, and not the hand I used to brace myself from my keeping my head from banging onto the concrete.
Sounds like
Yeah, it happened while I was just trying to move stuff in the cart, like underneath it, try to get out every space of it.
Ah.
Mm.
It was busy, and I don't know if I lost my balance naturally or someone bumped into me. I don't know.
It's one of those things when you fall, especially in cold weather, you don't know if you actually slipped or.
No, this
Something
was
else
in
happened.
SOAR. This Costco has only concrete flooring.
Concrete, believe it or not, concrete can be very slippy.
Well, as long as you're okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
That's the major thing.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a sore buttocks.
Well,
The glute will survive. The glute shall live.
anyway, I think. Anybody else have any other wubs that they want to throw out there?
Well, just kind of talk about my computer. I won the bid for the processor, so it's gonna be coming in next week, so I can finally swap over to my old computer again, but all upgraded and nice and shiny.
Ooh, nice and shiny.
I'm honestly impressed with that motherboard. The fact I can just shove 120 gigabytes of RAM on it and it being okay about that for a 10-year-old motherboard. Kind of insane.
They built stuff differently even 10 years ago.
Well, it's like, give you an idea, like, how this must have been just like a really hot motherboard back in the day. You can throw Intel 9th gen processors on it, 128 gigabytes worth of RAM, has 2 M.2 slots for your storage if you wanted to use that,
Okay,
and
that is
also
impressive, yeah.
and also 6 slots for SSD for SATA if you want to. So you can
Damn.
plug in like a lot of like things like for the CD drive, the thing for swapping your SATAs around, like the thing I just shown you, as well as like for your SD cards and whatnot. I can just throw all that in and it would just go through the SATA slots, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we're getting way off track here. Anybody else have
Yeah.
any other wubs that they want to throw out?
And I also did a lot of embroidery, but
Oh, well, yeah. A lot of awesome embroidery, too. Yeah.
I never shown you guys the picture of the snake I did. Oops.
No worries. Get time.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go ahead and move on here then. That doesn't sound like we have too much more in the way of wubs here. We do got quite a bit of news. Let's start off here with kind of some, not exactly, well, no, it is kind of important. It is interesting information. It could be a change in how we even do the show in the near future because of it. But let's go ahead. We're going to. This was actually announced earlier today, but it's kind of important, so that's why I'm throwing it here now. It's not even in the show notes at the moment, but so 15 years of Equestria Daily. That
Wow.
is quite a lot of time. And I don't make it a secret that I've been using Equestria Daily for a lot of my news and information and things about the Brony community. In fact, that's kind of been one of my major sources, especially since some of the other sites, either I've lost track of them or they stopped updating after a time. I remember Derpy News being one of the things. I think Horse Herald might still be doing stuff, but it's mostly music. But anyway, so it was also announced that Sophisto has decided after 15 years that they're going to stop posting on Equestria Daily. And basically, they've been doing it for a lot. They're retiring from EKD at least for a year. And admittedly,
No, that makes sense.
no, it makes sense. They've been doing it for they've been doing it for 15 years. They've been doing it almost as long as I've been doing the Brony show.
Didn't you start after them?
Yeah, very much so. That's why I said almost. No, I stand corrected. I've been doing the Brony. They've been doing it longer than the Brony show, not almost. That was a mistake of grammar. I apologize. But they've been around longer than me. So Sophisto deciding to take a year off and maybe more depending. It's not a surprise, but did also catch me off guard because I did hear talk that he was probably thinking about either taking a big breather or something more if Generation 6 didn't end up being at least even really any good. You know, much like not like Generation 5, but you know, you get where I'm going with on that one.
No, I get it that people have not embraced G5 as wholly as they did G4, which...
Well, no, that's not quite the case. So
but...
that I think it was talking more like if it went even more downhill than G5. Not exactly did, but what happened with G5 because of interference and issues.
Yes, new leadership taking the reins.
Yeah, so yeah, of course we are still hoping that I don't think G6 is going to live up to the lofty goals of G4, but I'm hoping it does a good job and revitalizes things. But beside the point, there was talk that if G6 didn't at least give things even a little bit of a fresh perspective or things like that, then you know he was going to do this anyway. So I knew that something like this was probably going to be happening down the line. I just didn't expect it so soon. Now, it doesn't look like Equestria Daily is going to be completely out in the dark because, of course, we did get the nightly discussion posted by another person. But I do think that there may be some slow up in regards to that. What that will mean for the Brony show. I think I might actually have to start putting in some more effort into either looking up news articles or... There's even a possibility that news might just be one of those things we throw in there real fast if we have anything, and it may not be as important anymore, or something that we're not going to cover quite as much.
Really an end to an era.
Pretty much kind of an end to an era in a way. But I'm saying possibilities.
We don't know yet.
At the moment, where I'm just waiting to see how things settle out, because he is also a part, as per the posting here, and another reason I want to mention it, he is posting out that he is entertaining that he could be looking for somebody to take his place, or he might just leave it up as a beacon for the World of Horses with a random occasional post, which it does sound like at the moment there is a possibility of it.
I'm sure he would like to be still be a part of it in some way. I'm just telling the end of an era as in leadership.
Oh well, yeah, definitely. But in any case, what that means for the Brony show itself, the news might become a little bit lighter on our side. It might just become a slight thing that we might throw out there. Maybe we won't be doing as much news. Maybe we won't be doing it anymore. I'm not 100% positive. I have been looking into a while ago. Actually, I was looking into other options and other things that we might be talking about in its stead. Because as the show tagline has been, though it hasn't been said as much, this show was made by Bronies for Bronies.
Mm-hmm.
And a large part of the Brony community is, of course, the creativity of it. The art, the music, videos, animation, things like that. Granted, with art and with music, we usually maybe do a couple of things with music, but we usually don't play a lot of it or talk a lot about the musicians. With art, we sometimes talk a little bit about it, but we haven't really talked much about the way of artists. And there is other content that is out there. I just haven't sought it out quite as readily as I could or should in some cases. Normally I just on Derpy Borrow, and if it happens to catch my eye, well, so be it. But I think it might become a case where I'm probably going to have to actually start putting in some more effort into get into the show. But we may transform ourselves, talking more about the artists, musicians, events, things like that are happening out there in the community, as opposed to just talking about random news events that are happening with either like Chinese cards or the random toy giveaways. Essentially, it's going to be maybe a little bit more transformative and spotlighty in content, which I'm hoping will be welcome with open arms. Heck, we might even start talking more about fan fictions. I've collected a lot of fan fiction over the years. I haven't read a lot of it. I really should. I really should get reading a lot more in general.
Too much. There's just too much to read for me.
That's not a bad thing.
No,
there is some stuff I've read that we could do discussions on.
Look, the thing is, it's not.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it's just so much I can't keep up with it.
No,
hold on. I understand that. Yeah, there's so much that trying to keep up with all of it is a fool's errand, which is why you don't. You go after one thing, check it out, see how you like it, move on to the next. The problem with the digital age, I'm sorry, this is a little soapboxy moment, please bear with me. I think the big problem, and even I've experienced this, with the digital age and how we have content available to us constantly, is we have content available to us constantly. We can literally drown ourselves in anything if we do not allow ourselves, give ourselves a way of just tapping little bits at a time. Like FimFetch here. You can easily do a little quick search. Here's a fiction that you can read. You don't need to go through the entirety of FimFiction to find one. Here's one that you can look at right now. It's got romance, comedy.
Man, FimFiction. That's a site I haven't used in a while.
Yeah, FimFetch. Easy, quick, easy peasy quickie.
God, that sounds like a comedy, honestly.
Fin fiction, which
Todd the Diva's part. Oh, never mind.
Yeah. It does have comedy in there. It is a romance comedy. It could be funny. It of course has violence and death, so
it's a complete story. That is something that is rare to find at times.
But I think there are ways of allowing to restrict yourself, which is a good thing. Sometimes the greatest things in creativity is to restrict yourself, so you don't have everything available to you. That way you learn to use what you do have to some amazing effects.
Like, I was in a group of audio engineers, and that's actually one of the things that we would do is like, okay, you need to make the sound effect, but you can only use this tool.
Scarcity leads to creative solutions.
Well, actually, what was it? I can't remember the saying that. It's not exactly scarcity. It leads to
it's quality over quantity.
Necessity is the mother of innovation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Necessity is the
is
mother of innovation.
Yeah.
Necessity is the innovation. Yeah, that's what.
We haven't done one of those challenges in a while now that I think about it. But yeah.
Anyway,
man, I just had such a mind blank.
No, that's okay.
Right now.
Anyway, this is of course this is just stuff that I was literally shower thinking about this earlier today when I found out that Seth was going to be at least temporarily retiring. I'm going to say temporary because he says he may come back in a year. He may not come back at all. It's always fun. It's nice to hold out the door open for bronies to return because they have returned once in a while.
Yeah, it's like only going on for vacation.
Yeah. So
needed vacation.
In the meantime, though, we are going to do what we can to try to bring a spotlight to the Brony community in different ways, if need be. And I'd be more than happy to do that. Of course, I am still going to do what I can to try to keep everybody up to date on some of the great Brony stuff that's out there, like the new comic series that Boom Studios is going to be working on. We have the Caillou card sets that are being translated to English and also coming out here. And I'm sure Symbio is going to have more pony plushies in the future. YouTube's might be doing more as well. And there are plenty of other projects and other great things that could potentially come out. So I just wanted to address that right here and now. So the big question is, since Equestria Daily might be slowing down and Sithis was retiring, will the Brony show be doing the same? The answer is yes. Sorry, everybody. This is the last show. Good night.
Get back here. You haven't finished the show yet.
Run, man, run. You're almost there.
Run, boy, run.
I just refreshed the page and
dropping the trapdoor.
Well, this could be breaking. No, I just refreshed the page. Till Death Do Us. Oh, never mind. Has been removed from fiction.net.
Huh. Well, the FimFetch also does have its own cached version, so.
Oh, so it could be removed there, but not here.
Yeah. So
Okay.
they do have, it does have its own cache, so which is useful, you know. Yep.
Another one is
Yep,
Doctor
story-
Noobs and
that's a
Applejack
shame.
one.
But at the same time, you know, it did only get 3 stars, and I don't know, maybe the writer decided
Yeah.
they didn't want to deal with it. So, yeah, at least that's one good thing about FimFetch. It does have its own cached version, so you can still read
So
it.
it stays there. It's kind of like the Pony Archive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, one
I
of these
think the
things-
Pony Archive has some work with it too, which is nice.
It's one of those things of people are embarrassed by older work simply because it wasn't up to snuff. Now,
No,
granted,
that's not always the case. No.
No,
I mean,
it's
sometimes-
the case, but not always.
Yeah, sometimes it may be because it's up to snuff, but other times it's because they consider it a cringe time of their childhood and they don't want to admit to it or accept it or let other people enjoy it. They think it's just terrible and that they are terrible for getting into it and they just want to delete it from history and everything. It's kind of like it's like burying the papers of the weird S symbol that you used to draw in high school that nobody knows where it came from, but everybody knows what it is.
It's like, you know, people that have their really edgy usernames.
Yeah.
Walk out of them and hope that nobody ever notices.
Yeah.
But the thing is that after time, the thing is, yeah, it feels awkward when you get a chance to reflect on it later on when you're older. But when you get even older, you realize it's just a part of life, and in some cases, it can still be inspiring to people. So,
And sometimes the story that you tend to write doesn't pan out, or while you're writing it, or you hit a writer's block, or you just no longer believe in the story and you just delete it or start over.
well, in any case, there's a reason why archivists try really hard to hold on to stuff because it's understandable that people feel cringe and upset about some of the stuff that they may have done. At the same time, it is sometimes it is not in their best interest to just delete it and try to pretend it never existed because they may look back and realize they made a mistake. And it's always good. They might. I'm not gonna put words in anybody's mouth. I think we have been on this for way too long as it is.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and move on here, but that's just a situation that we are dealing with at the moment. We are going to do what we can to make the best of it. And to start off with that, we of course I've gone a different direction with the con scheduling. And I am going to thank Wikipedia by giving them $2 a month for the rest of the year because of this. But we are going to be using Wikipedia now to get a bit of a handle on some of the pony conventions that are coming out, especially since it looks like they are talking about all of the conventions, including the ones people don't want to admit to.
Mhm.
Which is,
We don't want to talk about that.
we don't want to
Yeah.
talk about it, but it is, I think it's important to us.
Mhm.
It is still important because it is still news and is still worthy of talking about it because we don't know what will happen and it could be good things. Assuming too much is
You
not
never
good.
know.
Yeah.
So-
Until you go.
So, moving on here, the next convention, of course, is going to be HarmonyCon, which is coming up in less than a month. 13th through the 15th of February, right in the middle of Hearts and Hooves Day. This, of course, is going to be in Dallas, Texas, and is yep. And I am super excited for it. I haven't gone through the website yet to really dig in and start to get into it, but I'm kind of getting into that mode now. Now that I've taken care of the dental issue, though, I'm hoping to get some money saved up so I can enjoy some merch, especially since we got Andy Price. They got Andy Price. That's gonna be so awesome.
Also, they just put up their panel schedules.
Ah! But yeah, lots of excitement, lots of fun things. I'm really excited for it. But that is the next convention that's coming up. The next one that is going to be coming up outside of the U.S. is, of course, the Festival of Friendship, which is going to be in the United Kingdom. In Southampton, Hampshire.
Ponies Online is looking to do a convention this year, but we haven't settled on stuff yet.
Yeah, apparently the Ponies Online that they have there is from April of last year. So
yep,
that's the other thing we gotta be a little careful about here. They do say it's still active, but they don't have this year's things going on. But yep, you can see we do got the Festival of Friendship, the musical magic. But yeah, this does look so nice in late March. But this looks like so much fun. I really hope that they have a good time there. I can't wait. But I'm going to have to because I can't go there. And the other convention I'm hoping to get to, I'm not going to lie, it has been difficult just trying to find the good plane tickets for it, would be NACON. I do want to check out NACON. If anything, just to go back to Baltimore one more time. But yeah, NACON happening on the May 1st to the 3rd in Baltimore, Maryland. This is the first year that it's going to be opened up. It has some questions because some of the people that are involved are also involved with Mayor Fair, which unfortunately has some people that are rather upset by it. However, I do want to give them the benefit of the doubt. I think it might be a great and fun convention. The only problem is trying to fly to Baltimore has not been cheap at the moment. I gotta actually double check my saved flights here real fast. So yeah, this is the professional way to do this. I'm looking at my current flight routings and everything here while I'm in the middle of taking the show, because that's what you do, right, everybody? You're in the middle of the show.
You're trying to show the actual experience of, hey, I want to go someplace. Let's see what that could. Oh God, I didn't know there was so many zeros.
Well, the problem is that I either got to take layover flights, which have rather large sounding layovers, or I got to take red eye flight, or if I want a straight non-stopper, I got to do a red eye flight, which is even worse somehow.
For Everfree, I have to either take red eyes or be relatively on time, and I'll still be like midnight for my area. And that's assuming I don't have weather delaying me.
Of course, at the moment, Google Flights is at least saying that these prices are way too high. So maybe I'll get lucky and they'll drop in another month or so. I don't know. I'm keeping my eye out. I am trying to get to NACON. I want to get to NACON. I'm excited and curious about NACON. Anyway, so yeah, that is what we're going to be doing for conventions. But along with that, this is, of course, a Wikipedia, though, so it does mean that I am going to need to keep an eye out in other ways to keep an eye out on when conventions are happening, what's going on with that. And because of that, that's how I found out about this. Pone Voyage. I'm kind of annoyed I didn't find out about this sooner, because I would have found a way to do this. So, a My Little Pony fan meetup, that's a cruise.
Ooh!
Okay.
I haven't
That
heard
is
about
rather nice.
this is something that they
Oh.
used to do way back when, before the COVIDs.
For
But
the dark times.
the dark times. But yes,
Before
this
the
seems to be
COVID.
popping up again. But yeah, it looks like they're doing a cruise from Jacksonville, Florida to the Bahamas.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
Yeah,
Famous.
it sounds absolutely amazing. It sounds like so much fun. The only problem is that it is in less than 45 days, and it's almost $1,000 per person, depending on what room you get to.
And that's
Let's
in
see.
March, right? Yeah, it's in March.
Yeah, it's in like mid-March, late March,
I think
early
that's
March.
the
Early
start of
March.
March.
It's even early March. Yeah. So yeah, I would have to definitely pair up with somebody that has a lot of money and willing to go all the way to Florida to go on a cruise. But I would so do this if I had the opportunity. I am not going to lie.
I can imagine it would just be a fun time.
Oh,
Or get stuck in a storm, wind up on a deserted island.
oh, and worst part is I just found out about this when the general registration is closed. So you can still join them, but you can't get Pon Voyage merch or badges. So that sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's something to keep in mind of because, you know,
Yeah, there's something to keep an eye out. Maybe they'll do another one next year, which I would so jump on that. I always wanted to go on a cruise to begin with, and I hated that I missed the opportunity to do the other Brony cruises when they were happening in their heyday of the fandom. So another one that could be happening again is really awesome sounding.
well, we just gotta keep an eye on it and just
Anyway.
go from there.
Anyway, so we got that out of the way. Let's go ahead and talk about the news. And of course, the news is brought to you by the Equestria Daily, because it's probably not going to be happening from Equestria Daily for too much longer. Or maybe it won't. It will. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Time is all we can say. Time is the only thing we know.
Well, we're just going to say that, here, let's take a look at this stuff, because who saw this coming? So,
The year of the horse, I did.
well, yeah, I mean, duh. That's the joke. Who
That's
saw
too
this coming?
perfect.
Yeah. So, it is the upcoming Chinese New Year is going to be the Year of the Horse. If it hasn't already, I don't think it's quite hit Chinese New Year yet, right?
It's sometime in February.
Yeah. So it is going to be the Year of the Horse this year, and of course, as it happened the last time, yeah, people are going way nuts because ponies. So very much there is so much pony merchandise that's being set up for the Year of the Horse.
Also, you know the funny thing? We'll have HarmonyCon, and that Tuesday after it is when the Year of the Horse starts.
Oh, we get to celebrate the horses before the horses celebrate.
Yep.
But still, this is so freaking awesome.
Wow.
It is just nice to see
This is
different
incredible.
looks on these
Yeah.
characters because we are so used to like standard.
Yeah. No, we still got the standard here. Can't
Yeah, I know, but you know what I mean. There's
Yeah.
at least some differences.
Yeah.
Yeah, some alterations. Oh, these look awesome.
Yeah, it is amazing. Though, it kind of puts to shame, but there was really one awesome thing that did happen last time there was a Year of the Horse, I believe. And it was this figure. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, it doesn't hold it kind of doesn't hold a candle to some of this stuff. But at the same time, this is still kind of cool.
2013 one.
Yep.
Yep.
This was from 2013. Yeah, the My Little Pony Pinkie Pie Chinese Year of the Horse exclusive. I still have mine.
People were still young in that during that time.
Don't think about it too hard. You're going to lose your mind.
Existentialism.
Well, yeah, That is freaking awesome. Anyway, so Year of the Horse is coming upon us, and be prepared. We are probably going to see a lot more in the way of fun merch coming out from this. For this and from this. Next, a big shout out to voice actors. The project of the Dawn of Harmony animation project is looking for voice actors for characters. So it is essentially a reimagining of Friendship is Magic as a whole with new designs and stories. And they are going all out with a full casting call, which is paid.
That's the big thing here, people. This is actually paid work.
Yep, you can't actually get paid for this. I don't know how much, and I'm hoping it will be hopefully it will be a good amount at least, or at least worthwhile. But yeah, they are looking for Twilight Sparkle, Rarity, Fluttershy, Mirror, a lot of female roles, let's face it. But you also got Spike, if you can do a good one, Nightlight, and it's also some adults and youths that are male. But yeah, it looks like a lot of it is going to be female or female sounding, if you could pull off a good one regardless, you know. Oh, hey, here you go. Depending on the line count actually depends on how much you get compensated. So you can get a good compensation depending.
Yeah, good rate per lines. That'll be nice.
Yeah. Also, some guys can actually do the high pitch female voices.
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna say, you know, don't go for it if you think you can get the chops or the. It doesn't sound like they're looking for sound alikes. It sounds like they're looking for people that give the essence of the character.
Yeah.
So if you can make it sound like it would be a Twilight Sparkle, even if it doesn't sound like a Twilight Sparkle, go for it. But yeah, it also has all of the details, the lines that you're going with. You know, some of the lines, you know, some of the directions lines, the testing, things like that. A lot of good stuff here. It's all there. They actually really professional looking. It looks like they're really putting in the work and effort. So if you are interested at all, highly recommend going for it. Or at least letting people that are voice actors know about it. They may be interested in doing it. Now let's go ahead and move on here. Next. Another Tamers animation.
And it's gone.
No, it's actually still here, and I can play it even right now in the embed.
Oh no!
So somehow this one didn't immediately get banned outright. So that's funny. But yes, it's another Tamers animation. You know exactly what you're getting when you're getting into this, so we're gonna not sugarcoat it. It's crude, it's rude. There's a lot of messy jokes, a lot of violence. But it also has an interesting story. The animation is all over the map. It's just early 2000s internet. You know what you're expecting here.
A less refined smiling friends could be used here.
Nah, just go early 2000s internet. You know what you're getting at that point. Early 2000s internet, you know what you're getting. But yeah, check it out. You may find it. If you know what it is, you're gonna enjoy it. If you don't know what it is, oh god, but you'll
God have mercy on your soul.
You'll figure it out. Next, I'm gonna just talk about this a little bit because it is pony related. That's the only reason. There's a life sim game called Heartopia. I don't think it's even out yet. In fact, give me a quick second here. I stand corrected, it's out. Okay, in fact, it came out literally 3 days ago.
Oh no.
So, Heartopia is apparently going to be having a collaboration with My Little Pony. What do I know about Heartopia?
Surprised.
What do I know about Heartopia? It's a free-to-play. That's all I care to know. I'm not gonna go into this one. I'm not. I might see if I can find images or people that are going into it. I'm not interested at all. It looks like Animal Crossing, but at the same time, it's a free-to-play. We all know
So far, has a mostly positive rating.
Yeah, it's mostly positive. At the same, I'm not going to trust these too much, especially since when I saw the trailers, I did see some trailers for it. I swear I saw 4 different currencies. I'm not playing this game. I'm not playing that. I don't.
No, that's completely understandable.
They're trying the
They're trying to roll
Roblox. Yeah,
Roblox. I don't know. It feels like they're just trying to do a free-to-play cozy life sim, which, yeah, fair play, I suppose, but...
Roblox
But we have Animal Crossing on the Switch, too!
Who knows? Maybe it's good. Maybe I'm being overly jaded. I'm going to take my jaded anyway. I don't care.
Most games that have multiple currencies, it doesn't bode well.
Especially free-to-play.
Just free-to-play alone doesn't usually bode well for me. I immediately have a massive look when I... But I say go ahead and try it for yourself. Maybe it's cheap. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's the same that a lot of those people that play like Infinite, like Nikki or Zen Zone Zero or
Genshin Impact.
Thank you. I kept trying to think of it. Genshin Impact and the other one with the
Honkai
train.
Star Rail.
Yeah, Honkai Star Rail. Maybe it's actually a decent game and you don't have to pay anything if you really just want to go through the story or just enjoy it, and the paying is just for like minor cosmetics. I could be wrong. I don't know, but I'm just paranoid about taking a look into that stuff. So it's there. There's gonna be ponies involved somehow. We'll get more details as it comes, if it comes, as it wants to. Come as you are, as you were, as I want you to, pony. Next, Caillou trading card game Fantasy Wonderland in English is now on the Caillou website, which is funny because this is the same set of cards that I believe I actually got from Andy Price at Everfree this year. So the fact that they're already gearing up to throw these out in English is hilarious.
Yeah, Everfree, someone got a few packs of them and just spread them out.
Oh, I didn't get the pack. I got a whole box. I got a box.
No, I meant on the free tables.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, fair enough on that. But I got a box. Actually, did I get that one? I think I actually got that Twilight Sparkle right there. Which, that'd be hilarious if I did. Oh my god.
To the binder!
It's not in a binder. It's in a pile. It's in a safe pile, but it's a pile. Anyway, these are in English, I believe. Let me zoom in here. Yeah, you can actually see that it is in English. So if you are planning on trying out the trading card game that they're doing with these, you can understand them without needing a translation lens, which is cool. Okay, I do gotta admit, I like this Pinkie Pie right here. You just she
loving that Fluttershy and Rarity cards.
Yeah. These are still really awesome cards. I do love the design. There's no... Caillou has been hitting it out of the park with these card designs, and I absolutely love it. Every bit of this. I love every bit of this. Anyway, moving right along here. Last little bit of news, but this one warrants the most attention. So... a lot of people have talked about how they wish that Queen Chrysalis would have gotten reformed, or she should have been one of the good guys, or that, all that fun stuff. Well, apparently now we have the visual of what that would have probably looked like. And the reason I say that this is probably why she would look like this. This is from the mobile My Little Pony game from Gameloft. So, it's soft canon-ish. It's at least going to be the best bet that we're ever going to get of some kind of semi-official source of what a reformed Chrysalis would look like. And I, for one, I don't know.
I mean, it's in line with all the other designs.
I mean, it's in line with all the other designs. It just, I don't know why, it just feels green.
Wrong.
Just feels way
I
too
would say
green.
it's more an aquamarine, if not a little more on the teal.
It's
Maybe a
it's-
little darker green, like
She's fluorescent. is
if
what
it
she is.
fluorescent is it? She just feels very solid. That's
I think her having a darker color scheme like the bearings would have worked.
well,
I can totally see that.
okay, yeah. I think pharynx or even I mean, let's get into this here a little bit. So I mean,
Okay.
like with thorax here.
Yes,
Well,
he's not
thorax-
full on green.
He's not full on one color. He's got like a darker abdomen. His wings in the back have a purple. His eyes are all purple. Antlers have a nice little orange tint to this. She's just green, and I mean the hair. and the
No,
wings
there's
are
a little bit of yellow on the belly, but
That's
can
just
see
that's
your
a slight
point.
tinge, but come on, compared to this,
yes,
Yeah,
compared
it's
to
just-
that,
that's
yeah.
a bit
no.
lazy.
I wouldn't say
in
it's lazy.
comparison.
I would say it's somewhat uninspired. It's not bad.
Not bad, but not great either.
it felt too safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the word that best
Yeah, I think they
that,
could.
that best relates to this.
Yeah. I mean, it's
What
not
was
it's
that word
not
I was
a it's not a
thinking?
bad
Yeah.
idea overall, but it just felt way too safe, and they definitely could have gone a little bit further, a little bit better. They could have done a little more. They could have pushed the bounds a little bit, even just a little bit. But what we did get isn't too bad. It's a good. It would be good if it was like the base layer and then they added in some more gradients around and really got a little bit more colorful in there. It's a good base layer. It's just shouldn't have been the final product. But that's just an honest opinion, and unfortunately, I'm not the only one that has the same opinion right now. If you go through like Queen Chrysalis and in a bunch of in Dorpiboru or Pony Sky or Blue Sky, all sorts of other things, you could actually get some really interesting designs here. I mean, look at that one. Just a little touch up and it already leagues.
I was about to say, part of the
Man,
issue
that looks a
also
lot
is
better.
Yeah.
We've had years coming up with their own, like, what if she was your form design? So already they were competing with that too.
They were.
But like one solid color when was it? But it's like, yeah, one solid color. Come on, he could have done a little bit better.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, they were competing with a lot of what if designs, but at the same time, we've done a lot of what ifs with the main six, and I still like the original designs. It's just
My favorite one is like is Applejack with all like the white freckles and stuff and underbelly. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
that works.
oh wow, they actually have an entire segment called Game Loft Interpretation in Derpy Boru. I should have seen that. That's funny.
Wow.
That's actually kind of funny.
Yeah.
So much of it, they had to make it its own tag.
Anyway, so yeah, we technically have a somewhat official Chrysalis reform design. It is what it is. Take it or leave it.
Maybe they'll make her prettier in the comics.
They may not introduce that at all in the comic. It may not even be a thing in the comic.
True, but I was just having fun with it.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Okay, this is weird. Where? Oh, okay. Ignore the man behind the curtain. Okay.
No, you
Ignore
gotta
the
watch
mayor
that.
behind the computer screen.
And with that, that is it for the news. Hopefully, it won't be it for the news in general. But sorry, I keep doing that. I keep like, we don't know if this is the end of it or not. I really shouldn't be saying it like that because there probably is going to be more stuff to come down.
It's just a show that never ends.
I'm just really hoping that we can keep giving interesting news and things like that. But at the same time, I have a feeling that we're. By the way, speaking of, before I forget, if anybody is interested in submitting, contributing, or providing anybody or anything that we should talk about in regards to the Brony community, please do let me know at this point. So, like, if you have a favorite musician we haven't really talked about, if you think there's an artist that we got to give a little bit of attention, even somebody that maybe does some really weird YouTube animations, or somebody has written a really good story, or the story itself, please do let me know. Because yeah, if we are going to be doing the whole spotlight thing instead of news, that is obviously going to be a very much needed thing. Is submissions, just people submitting who they think would be cool to talk about, or at least give a little bit of a hey, this guy deserves some attention, you know. Now, with that out of the way, finally, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna show off a snack while we bring on our challenge for the week. And this is our challenge that happens every week. Every week we ask you for prompts. You give it to us. They spin a wheel. Somehow the wheel chooses the weirdest one out of it. So I have to keep thinking more outside the box than I ever have before, and I hurt my brain.
I never thought the wheel would actually land on that.
You know better to question the wheel.
Don't tempt the wheel. You don't know what it's capable of.
The wheel. Oh my god, the wheel.
But in any case, we do bring that prompt out there, and we give you the opportunity to try to create something based on that prompt, whether music, story, art, or any type of creative interpretation, however you are creative for yourself. Whoa.
Where did that come from?
That's what I was wondering.
Wow.
However, we also do have a challenge that is usually given in I'm thinking I might need some water here in a moment. Let's try that again.
Hydrate yourself.
We do have a challenge that is usually given in protest. And it's usually in protest of the wheel, but it could be in protest of protesting in itself. But this is an initiative challenge in protest to give you the opportunity, the option, the ability to do something maybe slightly different or challenge yourself by putting both in there. This, of course,
yeah, I forgot about the initiative challenge.
Most people kind of did, or maybe they didn't. I don't know. We'll find out. But in any case, we call that the Protest Initiative Challenge. So, as was mentioned, our challenge for this week, while we see if we riled up our Protest Initiative Challenge to show up, our challenge for this week was, and I kid you not, Dragon Maid Patriarchy clip. This was a clip from the English dub of Dragon Maid, where they made a joke about the most curvy of the dragons in the first season. That doesn't make you question things. Some people know what I'm talking about. And
I know.
Who basically changed their outfit and made a joke about it, about wanting to upset the patriarchy because of it.
I don't know why that came to my mind last week.
We're gonna just pretend that you were insane and go with it. However, along with those lines, we did have a challenge of protest to add spice. Self-promotion can be allowed, Jessica. I will allow some self-promotion. Just remember, it can only be done once, so don't abuse it. Anyway.
Of all my suggestions over the years, this one gets picked.
Coal Dust. What was our protest?
Oh, right. Shoot, what was it? Damn. Fuck. Where'd I put it?
I'm not sure it was that. I'm not sure it was any of those, and I'm pretty sure that those are above our PG-13 rating.
Oh, shoosh.
Skadoosh.
You had a number and you had an object.
Oh, there it is. I'm having an evening, y'all.
It's okay. I have one every single day.
At least.
Hooked on a feeling. Called just trying to find it.
Oh, I can't find it actually.
It's on the 12th of the month, so.
Oh, that's right. At least 3 lamps. Yep. I forgot about that. That's what it was.
At least 3 lamps.
Man, that could have been easily added to my story. Damn.
Yeah, hindsight. So
That snake was a pain to
Wait,
make.
did I not post it to the server?
you did
No,
post
you
it. You
did.
absolutely posted it to the server, or I would have been in. I would have been.
Oh
in,
no, it's right there. It's because of the link that's throwing me off. Why did I even leave that? Okay.
It was so people had a reference of what they were.
Yeah,
what
I know,
was being
but why
talked
did I
about,
leave it full in the?
Yeah, asking the wrong person.
so.
So
Ask my brain. My brain doesn't have an answer.
So
Brain goes,
along with this, I decided I wanted to challenge myself a little bit differently, mostly because I've been having problems with feeling confident in my line arting, and I think being on a digital platform was making that harder for me to do because I can easily just double tap and wipe away the line. So I decided that for the time being, I'm going to try doing some of these challenges in pencil, or at least in more physical art. Not to say I'm gonna give up digital entirely. I'm just going to a physical medium for these challenges.
Hell yeah. I support it. Yo, that looks great.
So we have
Also a great reference. Oh man.
So yeah, this is Fluttershy doing her hair differently just to mess with the patriarchy. Because let's face it, when everybody thinks Fluttershy, they like the long, flowing, droopy hair. Just putting it in
Alright, time
putting
to
in
push some
ponytails.
buttons.
Oh. Okay, I misunderstood.
Well,
I was wondering what the buttons was about.
that
Yeah,
was
that's
I don't
what
know.
I thought.
I just figured I couldn't just say I'm going against the patriarchy. I don't know. Something felt weird about that. So I just decided.
You chose the right words.
Yeah, I
You chose the right
decided
words.
time to push the buttons just because that's also one of the
Yeah, but I
lines
wasn't
like
reading
the
it in the
most.
right way. I was thinking of some sort of time to go to work kind of thing. It's like, what?
Yeah, no. Her work is well. She's also selling lanterns. I don't know. I just crammed lanterns on her wings. It's like there's some Chinese lanterns. We got the Chinese New Year coming up soon. There,
I'm
Chinese
selling them
lanterns.
I'm selling them for the veterinary hospital that needs a new roof.
Neat.
And
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, go
Sorry.
ahead. Go ahead. Be honest.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna be honest. I thought that was Sunny with lanterns because in G5, Sunny would like light lanterns and then send them off with her dad, and I thought that's what the reference was. I misunderstood.
No, I can totally
I'm
see
so
that.
sorry.
Nah, it's okay. The Fluttershy. I mean, I was trying really hard to make a good Fluttershy here. And yeah, wings are hard. I think I stumbled upon a good idea with the wing on the left wing, though. I just didn't quite interpret it on the right side. I'm getting somewhere. This is just a start.
I like it.
Yeah. Really, it was the body I was trying to get the most out of, which I kind of got it, and I kind of did. I don't know. It just. I think I got
Doesn't look that bad.
It doesn't look bad. It just. I don't know why. It just feels, for lack of a better word, chesty in a weird way. Like maybe.
No, I can see where you're going with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, it's a slow start process here, and I'll probably be getting better as I get more practice into it. And I am still gonna work on digital, but I'm gonna work on digital in a different way while I'm trying to use physical art to just gain more confidence in my own my own strokes and drawing in actual lines rather than just constantly redoing it over and over and over and over and over.
Mm.
Anyway, so there's that for me. And
I like it.
yeah. And Toakoi, who literally posted as I was talking about this.
I did a comic, just having some commentary.
Let's see. I still don't get why this is even an issue. The fact that they took a
Like
character.
that. Yep.
The fact
Turns
that
its
they,
joke into a call out for no reason.
yeah, I mean, her whole shtick was to show off her body because she liked doing it.
Gotta love it when the dub just goes off base like that, like this. You know, it's commentary on the thing without having to, fully deal with it.
That's a
'Cause
good way to go about it.
Some dubs do that, and it's like, what the fuck?
And then there's just a dead frame at the end.
Yep.
This feels like a Dagwood comic. This feels like a Blondie and Dagwood comic from the freaking 80s. I mean, it's trying to get a joke across, but it feels like it's trying to get a joke across, but it's not quite hitting the punchline either. I don't know how to describe it.
Well, considering I did the dialogue in less than 5 minutes, I'm more surprised I was able to keep it sensible.
Fair enough.
Why do you have a
Also,
lamp
the
behind your
dead frame
TV?
was just yeah, the dead frame was because I wanted to do Suki with the snake girl that he found on Saturday, but I was like, nope, time's up. Click.
I think
But
that
why do you
actually
have a
made
light behind your TV? That will just make it harder to see your TV.
Actually, I'm more concerned why we have Why do we have lanterns around everywhere? We have two behind. Oh,
Because
three
he included them
lanterns.
because of the protest initiative.
Yeah!
Yeah, just random three
I
lanterns.
understand, but that's just
At
behind
least,
the TV.
at
That
least
doesn't
behind
make
the-
sense.
At least have the lamp broken outside and being waiting to be picked up instead of being behind the TV.
Eh.
All right. Anyway,
I've seen weird setups.
fair enough, I suppose. Anyway, we also have a story from DM21. A nice, quick 10-page story. How many pages is this?
5 or 4.
5.
Okay.
And all I did with going through was just simple edits.
All right.
Yeah, I missed some during that last night.
All right. Well, I guess no time to the present to get started here. While we're going to get this started, I have an idea here for other people if they are not going to be too entertained by our story but want to get ready to contribute for the topic. As I mentioned previously, we are going to be making the Brony Show door spam of the year for conventions. I would like to invite people, if they aren't going to be too interested in listening to the story or want to get a jump ahead, to start looking up funny meme images, usually just one panel images, not giant comics, which, you know, as fun as some comics are, it doesn't work for door spam. And start posting them towards... I swear, we just need an entire folder for door spam. Let's put it in dank horse memes. There are going to be meme. Most likely, they're going to be meme-ish in a way. So I think dank horse memes might be the best one to do it.
Oh well, let's start off with a good one.
And while that is
Because I
going
have
on,
that tab open for some reason.
and while that's going on, let's go ahead and read the story here. Actually, I'm going to get some water real fast. Sorry, I just realized if I'm going to be reading, I need water because my throat's already hamburgering a bit. Give me a sec.
Why does Magneto only have 65 things on Derpy Boru?
Guess they were showing the new Class movie during the
All right.
days.
Here we go. The story. I said sub, not dub. Circuit Man left the confines of his bedroom to get a bottle of water from the break room. Wow, so real to life. He just finished a game stream and needed to rehydrate due to the lack of H2O at the time. The green unicorn yawned as he scratched his white and green mane. He was fixing his mane while walking down the hall toward his destination when he bumped into a purple avian creature with red and yellow hair, whom dropped a DVD case when they collided. Does anybody want...
Ow!
Here we go. The hippogriff said.
Watch where you're going, Circuit.
She said in an annoyed tone. Sorry, my bad, Circuit responded, as he used his magic to move his bangs aside. My mane was obstructing my vision. I didn't know you were there. I don't know what I'm doing here. If it's anything he learned from living with Pegasus ponies and dragons, it's that you have to keep your ears and eyes open at all times. The Green Stallion hasn't gotten used to Luminous Wave, their energetic new employee, who often goes by the nickname Lumi, who now lives in the Brony Show bar with him, and few other employees and friends. There have been some growing pains along the way, however, they were minor in comparison to the other residents, who were a major pain. Circuit looked down upon the DVD case that was dropped on the floor and asked, "What you got there, Lumi? Another anime recommendation from our Otaku Ascended aficionado?" Circuit Man inquired. Suki, of course he Otaku Ascended, is an anime buff and longtime friend of Circuit. The Blue Stallion is a treasure trove of good anime series and info on various behind-the-scenes stuff on them. I doubt that.
I was just
Suki,
embellishing.
your thoughts?
I was just embellishing.
There's embellishing and outright lying. I'm kidding. I mean, he would be great for some interesting recommendations. I'll tell you. Love you, Suki.
Yep.
If you're there. Yulumi replied.
He recommended I watch this. Neat anime with awesome and cute dragon lady.
That sounds about right. She picked up the case.
He said the dub would be right up my alley.
Hugging the DVD collection close to her chest.
One of them's even a beautiful maid.
She slyly winks.
Yeah, I had the wrong inflection on that, didn't I?
It's okay.
Probably slyly, I said.
I'm more wondering what are we implying with Lumi here. But go ahead. That's actually supposed to be a line read from what I can
There
see.
is supposed to be a. Also, I love how adorable little Kanakamui is.
Lumi chirped from cuteness overlord. Overlord! You're overlording!
I did.
From
I
cuteness
didn't catch that
overload.
one.
Oh, really?
Oh no, that is overload, not overlord.
Yeah, that's why I was losing it.
Man,
Oh.
I must have had an overlord on the brain.
Oh, really? Circuit. That's it. It's just Circuit. He didn't inflect it in any way. It's just Circuit. Enjoy the anime antics and shenanigans, and Lumi. He said, "There's a water bottle with my name on it. I'll see you later."
Oh, that is a little out of. Okay. Okie dokie, boss man. See ya.
Lumi said as she dashed through the hall and into her bedroom. Kanakamui, Circuit pondered. Why does that character name sound so familiar? He thought about asking for more details, but was too parched to think of anything else. If Circuit recommended it, the anime should be good. Right? The next day. Discovery phase. The next day, Circuit once again grabbed another water bottle from the fridge. He used his telekinesis to grab the bottle and sat on the couch, exhausted from the longer than intended stream and putting together the show notes from the upcoming podcast tomorrow. This sounds familiar. He spoke aloud to himself while he unscrewed the cap. Man, what a day. He yawned. I need to hit the hay early tonight. I don't want to cancel tomorrow's show. Sorry, just questioning things all of a sudden. Circuit levitated the bottle to his lips and drank the refreshing liquid of life. Suddenly, a Blue Earth pony wearing glasses and white hair entered the break room and opened the refrigerator. He looked inside the machine for a couple minutes when Circuit asked, "If you're looking for soft drinks, Suki..." That's more stated than asked. When Circuit stated, "If you're looking for soft drinks, Suki, you're too late. Let me grab the last one 10 minutes ago."
Okay, I'll change that.
But who's gonna voice Suki?
I mean, if he's not around, I guess I can do it.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Let me. Hang on. Wait, see if I can. Okay.
Let's see.
Highlight where you're at. It's hard to see.
Let's see. And chat room is suspiciously quiet, except for one person who decided to give an opinion. Thank you. Been there, done that. I got the receipts. Don't care to do it anymore.
Okay. Damn it! I should have grabbed one earlier.
Suki said disappointingly.
I'll have to have add soda to the grocery list for when running cab goes into town next.
He closed the fridge and proceeded to take his leave with when Circuit remembered something.
Oh.
Hey, Suki? Circuit asked him. Sorry, I realized that was me. Which anime dub did you recommend to Lumi? She was very excited to see it when I ran into her today.
Well,
Suki
Yesterday.
began.
she asked for a couple of shows that featured dragons. She thinks they're badass, and I have to agree with her on that point.
Circuit thought back to the time Luminous Wave met everyone the next day after being hired. The Hippogriff was chipper and ecstatic to get to know everyone, especially their resident dragon commander something. Her interest in dragons probably increased after her multiple conversations she engaged in with the red and orange dragon. Lumi's in for a treat then, Circuit stated. Given your knowledge and taste in anime, I'm sure she's going to enjoy seeing Kana on screen. As he closed the bottle in midair, Suki's face turned white.
No. Oh no. Oh no! Circuit!
Suki spoke aloud.
Did you say she's watching the dub?
Yeah, so what? Circuit replied. It's not like anime involving dragon is going to trigger at any point. Just then, the green stallion's face lit up, dropping the water bottle to the ground in realization what Lumi is being subjected to. Why would you tell her to get the dubbed anime? Circuit shouted.
Believe me, Circuit.
Suki quickly responded.
I told her to get the sub version. She must have misheard me.
Quick! Circuit got up from the couch. We can still stop her from watching if we... As Circuit was about to leave when Lumi walked into the break room with a stoic expression on her face. She sat down at one of the tables as the two stallions looked at her and then faced each other in worry. Jeez, it make it sound like she watched Garzy's Wing. Circuit was about to say something to console her when she began to talk.
Why?
Lumi said in a low tone as she cracked a beer.
Why would that line be in there? An anime about beautiful and cute dragons doing chores, living their lives, and falling in love. What does the patriarchy or what you wear should matter to any creature?
Lumi.
Wait.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were. Sorry. I was waiting for you to read the she squeaked.
She squeaked.
Okay.
I got it.
Lumi.
Suki began.
I wanted you to watch the sub version of Kobayashi's Dragon Maid and enjoy it thoroughly.
Suki said solemnly. Lumi turned her head towards Suki and gave her a small smile.
I should have made sure you fully understood me.
It's not your fault, Suki.
Lumi said.
I must have misheard a part of what you said.
As she got up from her chair, she flew toward her bedroom and returned just as quickly with a DVD box and Talon. These things happen, Circuit said calmly as Lumi flew back to... somewhere, I guess. What's important is that we learned a lesson from this.
Exactly.
Lumi chirped.
Always watch the show online before you buy the physical DVD collection.
Circuit raised an eyebrow to her comment. The Hippogriff sheepishly chuckled.
Okay. It doesn't hurt to listen more intently so mistakes like this don't happen.
Sorry. Anyway, she finished as she pulled out a hammer. Lumi saw the stallion's face with worry.
What? No creature's going to take these off my talons.
The Hippogriff pointed out.
I might as well vent out some of my frustration!
She then proceeded to smash the DVDs to pieces, making you wonder... Oh. Okay, go ahead.
Or just ask again in case you heard wrong or are not sure.
Suki added.
Just don't consistently ask over and over again every few minutes. That's a good way to get your ass kicked.
Also, definitely would advise it for the future. If you do get a DVD of an anime, they tend to also have the sub on there with the dub.
Yeah.
You probably didn't read it.
Hammer.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
It's okay.
Hammer.
Sledgehammer. The Earth Pony opened the freezer compartment to the fridge for something to eat. He closed the door and turned his peeved off gaze towards Circuit Main. I believe it's a Suki line.
Okay, dude, not cool.
He said annoyance. What I do? Circuit answered in confusion. Suki line.
You know, but I'm sorry, I didn't see the quotations.
There's an
You
any.
know very well
Yeah,
I
there
was
were
saving
no
that tub of
quotations.
ice cream for a root beer float.
Suki stated angrily.
Don't be so sure.
Lumi said. She flew into her bedroom and emerged with an empty ice cream container.
Sorry, Suki. I need some comfort food.
Suki sighed.
Thank you for coming clean, Lumi. Circuit, I owe you an apology.
Apology accepted, Circuit replied. The green unicorn took out his phone and dialed up running tab. The Brony Show bar manager. Should I tell RT to add ice cream to the list?
Please do.
Said Suki as Lumi cleaned up her broken pieces of the DVD in the background.
I should probably add the part oh wait, what version is on these DVDs? Oh man, that's one I must have forgot to add. Jeez, it's bugging me.
I didn't
See,
go
I don't
through
know
looking
why
for all
it's so
the quote
funny to
marks.
me. Whatever Commander something comes up, like, well, you know, Commander something.
Yeah, Commander's name is actually Commander something.
I know.
Yeah, it is Commander
Something.
something.
Nobody
tell you
knows who
what
he
it is,
actually is. Just we all know he's a commander of something. So Commander something.
I know he a dragon, and if you get in front of his troops I just forgot the game that he likes to play.
Alright. Well, in any case,
Somebody
that was a story made by DM21. Thank you so much, DM, for quickly getting that hammered out.
You're welcome.
And finally,
My prop got picked, so I might as well contribute.
that's a fair point, fair and valid. And finally, the last little bit here before we get on to our segment. We did have one other piece of art. As I mentioned, I am still working on digital. This one, I had a rough idea of where I was going with shading, and then I ran out of time, so I tried to cram it together, which did not work well.
Unfortunately, because it's not very clear, it looks like she's trying to do a belly flop.
Yeah, it's supposed to be trying to slide down, and I probably should have made it so the water was a little more splashy.
I don't see how you're getting a belly flop here. I do see sliding down a slide.
Well, I'm glad some people
I see a
caught
little
it.
bit of both.
I at least got the water to look really good in the slide, which I'm really happy about.
Oh no, the water looks fine, but with the green background, it looks like it's the green screen.
Well, I mean, I needed a background or something there. I was just gonna make it a little foresty or tree or something, you know, just like it was just there. Maybe darker would have been better. Definitely darker.
Yeah, I got from a little bit of column A and column B.
I still don't see how you're thinking this is a belly flop.
Yeah, the fact that anybody can interpret it differently does give me definitely pause for thought on how it was implemented. But in any case, it was an experiment to try something. I'm glad I actually did pick up a few things, and I think I finally figured out one of my big problems that I've been having with ARMS forever. So I might finally be over a hump there, but I guess we'll figure that out as I go. In fact, the Fluttershy image I was making earlier kind of brought in what I was learning about arms into it, arms and legs into it a little bit. So you might be able to see a little bit more depth in those than I have been getting before. You know,
What might help there is just the sheer fact you didn't have any contact shadows.
There, yeah,
So.
yeah, probably, yeah, that probably didn't help.
Yeah.
Anyway, so now it's time for our picker wheel and our time to give the next art prompt for the week. Everybody
Oh
gets a
my
chance to
God.
put in a prompt. Everybody, you just remember you only get one prompt. So once it is picked and entered, you are stuck. We have somebody actually questioned this afterwards last week. No. It is selected, it is permanent, and you cannot do anything about it. So make sure you have selected appropriately. or it is doom on you. And out of curiosity, CMC, is that your prompt, the Defiance of the Wheel?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. Got a pale rider, got a pale rider. Oh, Isekai isn't traditionally in it. The time I got Isekai as a vending machine.
Isn't that an actual show?
Yes,
I've heard
and
about it
it is-
somewhere.
It is amazing. You should watch it.
It actually isn't that bad. It sounds completely stupid, but it actually does a pretty
No, they
decent
actually
job
make
of
it. They actually put effort into it, and it's
Yeah.
both hilarious and awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I would definitely give it the it's okay. It's not bad. It's not as bad as it could have been. It's not like something that you need to sit down and watch immediately. But if you're looking for a good LARP, you really can't go wrong.
Okay.
And we have one of the best characters ever written, Optimus Prime.
Just random Optimus Prime. We have all these concepts, and then suddenly Optimus Prime.
May the spark be with you, or whatever they say.
Tell all with the Force.
Tell all are one with,
With
the
the
Swede, man. Give me Optimus, Optimus Prime, the smoker.
May the fork be with you, or some such nonsense. I don't
May
know.
the grill be with you.
It's just a
Dude,
simple
may the
fact,
kush
man.
be with you. May the kush be with you, bro.
I see
You
that
got
your
the
fork
kush.
is as big as mine.
You got the power.
No, just hold on, Deceptivator, Darth guy. I just need to smoke this weed before we get into this.
I need to kush,
Again,
man, trust me.
we're doing the funny bit.
Yeah, they're just being stupid because it's funny.
Oh, I thought we were being serious. I'm gonna put that away.
Please, I mean, we are not condoning any.
No.
If it is legal in your state, you're more than welcome to do whatever is legal. We are not condoning anything because we don't know what is legal to you, and because of that, we can't tell you to do something. Do what makes you happy within the legal confines of the law. Yay.
Exactly.
Alright. Giving everybody a quick chance to get in here before we go ahead and spin the wheel and then get our store spam ready.
Breaking nonsensical laws just makes me think of the don't step on grass and just deliberately stepping on the grass.
Wonderful.
Don't twerk on the grass.
Why would you want? Why?
Exactly. You don't want to. Why would you do it? We don't know, but you don't. That's why you don't do it. That's why it's a nonsensical law. Somebody did it.
I just had the image of the homeowner associations making these ridiculous rules to their neighborhood just now.
Yeah, right. All right, and I believe we had enough time for everybody else, so shuffle and spin.
I mean, as for the nonsensical laws, there are two in Kansas that involve hunting from either motorboat or a donkey.
So, our next prompt...
Why did I put two? I meant of. In defiance of the wheel.
Well, that makes a little more sense.
It means the
I
same
still
thing,
don't quite
technically.
understand it.
It's what you said when you were calling the Protest Initiative Challenge the challenge that is in defiance of the wheel.
Defiance of the wheel. Okay, the next challenge is apparently in defiance of the wheel. How you decide to prompt with that, I got no idea. Maybe you could use the Protest Initiative Challenge to come up with an idea. Goldust?
Cool thoughts?
Alive? Goldust, are you alive?
Well, Cole, I guess we'll have to start the.
Well, Goldust said.
No!
spam
All right,
with
let's
Oh, I
go
can't
for
fill
this.
something in. My choice got taken.
And we can't give it to anybody else. They're painful. Except maybe Suki. Except Suki will scare me.
And
Suki
he's
has
away
free
at the
reign.
time as well.
No. I have a thing.
No, you don't.
No,
What
kitchen.
about Deathlight?
No, kitchen would definitely just be on the same thing.
I think we're just gonna wait and see if Cold Dust pops back up and go from there. So
How about
everybody,
we do another wheel selection to choose who makes the protest.
Hold on.
initiative.
Maybe we need
the
to-
Protest Initiative Challenge is a pre-show only thing. They are the ones that introduced this. We have to keep it to them.
Yep,
Okay,
that is fair.
I
Hold
just
on.
thought I'd
Maybe
throw
we
that
need to
out there.
summon Cold Dust with the magic words.
He
syrup.
could be away doing laundry, so he would not hear us regardless.
Maple syrup,
True.
maple syrup, donuts, muffins,
Thomas the
Well,
Tank
we can
Engine is the
also-
best train ever.
the Chattanooga Choo Choo.
No. We need to
That's
say
Pony.
Canada's
No, I
maple
tried
syrup
to
is
summon
better
him with
than
the rage,
Vermont's.
but he didn't come.